We'll be shedding eyes on a story that we've been following very, very closely here on Salam Media, and a story that I think has grasped the eyes and ears of a lot of South Africans and also made the rounds internationally. We'll be crossing over to Scene TV reporter Nabila Sheikh, who's coming to us from outside the Durban Magistrate Court today, where self-confessed murderer Grayson Beare appeared in the Durban Magistrate Court today with the charges of the murder of Halima Hoosen-Preston. This is after his first appearance, where he was supposed to go for a 7-day mental health evaluation. And we'll be getting the latest from Nabila Sheikh. Nabila, Jazakallah so much for joining us, and welcome to Salam Media again.
Assalamu alaikum to you and the viewers. It's good to be back on the air.
You were at the Durban Magistrate Court, Grayson Beare, there appearing for the second time. What's the latest? What came out of today's proceedings?
That's correct. So he appeared today in court. We know that during the last appearance, they asked for a mental assessment to be conducted. So that mental assessment actually took place this morning. We were waiting here since quite early. He had been sent off to the district surgeon. And when the court proceedings actually began, we heard the findings of that report. And the findings is that Grayson Beare is actually fit to stand trial in this case. So what's going to happen next is the case has been adjourned for the bail application to take place. It's obviously going to be an opposed bail application. That's what we heard from the state, because it is a Schedule 6 offense, which is premeditated murder and 2 cases of attempted murder as well, 2 charges of attempted murder. So the state did emphasize that they're going to be opposing bail in this matter. And that bail application will now only take place on the 11th of July. That's the only available date that the prosecutor as well as his legal team could actually say that, this is when the bail application could take place based on both their availability.
And I think in about 6 days ago, the reports coming in that Grayson Beare plans to not plead guilty after being charged with this murder of Hoosen-Preston. Was it the same sentiment that you were getting from his legal team? What were you getting from being in such close proximity with them? What kind of vibe were you getting? To use the colloquial term.
Yes, so his legal team, when the state said in court that they will be opposing bail in this matter, his lawyer did stand up before the court to ask what were the reasons and why is it going to be an opposed bail application. And then the state had to place emphasis on the serious nature of this case. Basically, that it is premeditated, it's been viewed as premeditated murder, and the circumstances surrounding it, and that, the potential outcome of this trial would be that he can go to jail for life. So because of the serious nature of this case, the fact that 2 people were nearly murdered, it was attempted murder, that's what actually came out in court, with the state saying that they are definitely going to oppose bail. That's the only real question that the lawyer stood up and asked about in court, as to why the state is going to be opposing bail. And then a decision was obviously taken to have that bail application taking place in July.
And how were these, the news received from Halima Hoosen-Preston's family? The fact that Grayson Beare will be fit to stand trial, he's mentally fit, the mental evaluation has been done, and the proceedings of, going through the legal process have now begun.
Yes. So for the first time, we've actually heard from Halima's side of the family in court today. We had a representative, a cousin of hers, who was speaking to us just about how Halima's side of the family is coping. And they really say that they want this to be treated for what it is, for a hate crime, somebody that stood for the rights of the Palestinian people, and she was attacked because of this. So her family has come out saying that they want this to be viewed and they want this case to be treated in that manner. They're obviously pleased that he's fit to stand trial, because the community that came out to support this case also say that they hope he's not going to get away with these charges on the basis that he may not be mentally unfit. So I think there was a huge sigh of relief, not just from Halima's family, but also from the court and everybody that came to show their support today when we heard that he's actually mentally fit to stand trial.
And Grayson's own family, were they present? Was there anyone there in court to support him, to sit on his side of the stands?
No, there was absolutely nobody from Grayson's family in court today.
And his family coming out there saying, they've completely distanced themselves from him. But then from now onwards, what can the public look forward to? I'm sure there's a lot of people who are following this case closely, because it's one that has to do with Palestine, which is very, very close to to a lot of South Africans' hearts. From now onwards, what's the next step in this case?
So I think all that we can do right now is wait, let the law take its course, let justice prevail, because he will be making that bail application on the 11th of July. So from now until then, we just literally have to let the law take its course. People will obviously be back in court on the 11th to show their support once again, calling for no bail, as the state is also calling for an opposed bail application. So is the community, so is Halima's family, and so is everybody that's come out to court to show their support. So from now until then, all we can do is just wait and let the court proceedings take place as and when they happen.
All right. Thank you so much, Nabil. I think we're going to leave it there. And I'm sure we'll be keeping in contact with you as this case progresses and we see if the legal justice in South Africa does indeed work. But we're going to leave it here for now. Really appreciate it.
Indeed. Assalamu alaikum to you and the viewers.
That was Nabila Sheikh, a scene reporter, who's giving us the latest coming out of the Durban Magistrate Court, where today murder, self-confessed murder. I'm sure if you've seen that video where Grayson Beare, legit on camera, admitted to the murder of Hoosen-Preston, I think this is a case that we'll be following very, very closely. I think if you want the latest on that, you should follow Salam Media for all of their updates as we follow the proceedings of this case. We'll be looking also into Grayson Beare. We'll be doing some research on him. What kind of a person was he? Was he really linked to the Israeli Zionist agenda, that he felt that it was really took it upon himself to punish Hoosen-Preston and her family for standing with the people of Palestine and speaking out against the ongoing genocide that's currently happening in Gaza. We're going to leave it here for now, but follow Salam Media for more updates with this case and many other stories that are currently happening in and across South Africa and all across the world. Goodbye for now.